Okay, so really a topic which is really close to my heart is Nick Williams is leaving Intuit after 12 years. And that matters because his tenure maps almost perfectly onto Intuit's UK transformation. So he joined QuickBooks when no one really understood what QuickBooks was in the UK. And at that point, he was doing sales calls, product feedback, explaining why cloud accounting even mattered in the UK. And fast forward to today, we've got a full AI-led platform, deeply embedded accountant ecosystem, formal councils, trainer networks, and real UK influence outside of the US giant. Now, this isn't just someone moving on, it's a senior bridge builder stepping away at a moment where Intuit has real momentum. So there's real strategic question ahead. What type of operator needs to fill the gap when we're evaluating the role of AI in tech alongside the accountant? What's worth noting is the timing too. So Intuit's UK operation has just hit scale. The foundations are laid, and that's often where early leaders decide their work is done and when the next chapter demands a different kind of operator. As far as we know, it looks like a clean handover with no drama, but there is no obvious next move, and we'll see who fills that gap and what that tells us about where Intuit goes next. Now, I absolutely, when I think, when you see someone and they embody the brand that you work with, right? Every time that I worked with Nick, he was literally into it. He was amazing at listening and also really passionate about wanting to make the changes that he heard. And he has obviously brought Intuit to an amazing place now from where it started. I don't know who will be then I haven't heard who will be taking over from him, but it'll be interesting to see now where the product will go now that he's gone, because I think there was a clear vision for us of what he's planning to do. He was always good at communicating that, and we were confident in, okay, that's what he's achieving for. Now, obviously, there's a new Intuit Accountant suite and loads of new features and AI layer within the software. There's still a lot to do within it, so it'll be interesting to see where they take that. But yeah, really sad moment because we love Nick.
See, I didn't know Nick that well, but I guess, as you say, Ariana, I mean, I think it's a really interesting point for Intuit, and I guess if we kind of reflect, we're just talking about zero, right? We reflect on that. We've had two UK MDs now, we're now on to a third, and we've seen an interesting sort of transition between those two people, and I guess what is it what is it that you kind of want or expect from the new person that will come in and replace Nick? And actually, maybe before you answer that, how sort of truly influential was Nick in terms of like the UK product and making sure that the UK was served as well as the US market?
I think Nick was super influential, instrumental in the success of QuickBooks because those that he worked with believed in him. And there were times where the software didn't exactly do what we wanted, but everyone had faith that he was on it because he seemed so passionate and he's going to turn it around and make the changes that are needed. And I feel that he did that throughout and he always delivered. Going forward, I think it's so important for us to have someone like that again in that position. I don't want it to turn into like a corporate layer where they aren't really interested and it turns into numbers. I think having that relationship with the community, I mean, he set up the Accountants Council, which so many different apps now have, but that was instrumental in giving feedback and for us to understand where the product is going, to be able to influence and say, no, we don't need that feature because we could see what they're planning to work on. That's not urgent right now, but what we do need is this, and something they may not have considered. So they were able to prioritize and make changes that we needed. So I'm hoping that whoever comes in keeps that same vision, but obviously go further, but in the same kind of way. I don't know whether that's just me. I like that way of working, but I felt like it was the most effective.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds great. Well, there you go. You're throwing the gauntlet down, Ariana, and I'm sure if you're still engaged with Intuit going forward, you'll be pushing whoever comes into that hot seat pretty hard. So, well, I can't wait for you to threaten them. That's all I'm saying.